Good morning. Welcome to Thumbs Up Thursday at Authorized Vac and Sew. My name is Veronica, and we are celebrating National Serger Month this month. And we couldn't do it any better without our special guests that we have today. We're so excited. I'll let a few of you come on. I'm not going to tell you who the special guest is yet. We'll let a few people come on so I can say hi to them, and then make sure everybody's on, and then we'll introduce you to this very special, I will tell you, young lady. I will tell you, I've known her a very long time. We go way back, and I'm just so proud of her. Before when she gets going, you'll see what I mean. She's really a big name in our industry, and we've had her here in the store before. I'm giving you clues, and oh goodness, and it says Veronica and Sookie on there, so you know who it is. Okay, that's okay. I don't have her on yet. She looks a lot different now. Oh my gosh, you won't believe her health journey. It's amazing. I'm just like so proud of her in so many ways. But I'm sure with that health journey, she probably had to do a lot of altering and was very thankful for her serger, probably, because that probably helped her save on having to go and buy a bunch of new clothes, right? I don't know. We'll have to ask her when she comes on. So good morning, Jeff Jones and Carrie Jones and Wanda Carter and Joanne. Yep, y'all are stuck with me today. No Barbie. Barbie's on vacation, so you're stuck with me. It's okay. I have a good time. How many people do we have on here?
17 on so far.
17? Y'all better start sharing this so we can get some more people, because today I'm giving away a $50 gift card. A $50 gift card to the store, and you can use it however you want. All you have to do at the very end of this segment is say the special word that we're going to give to you at the end of the segment. Good morning, Sheila. Say the word, type out the word, and then you could have a chance to win a $50 gift card. So it's worth watching, number one, not just for this, but I got one of my girls on here, and I call her my girl because, well, let's go ahead and bring her on. Let's bring her on. Hi, Sue. I'm stumbling up here. I need you.
Oh my goodness. So good to see you, Veronica. Mwah, mwah.
I know. It's always fun. And I get excited to have you on because I've been seeing so much of you on social media lately with your new project that you've been doing with the Year of the Serger. Is that correct?
Yes.
And I am like so happy you were doing that, because it's nothing like anybody's ever done. It's so needed, so necessary. And Sue, you're the perfect person to do it because you're such a great teacher. You're pleasing. You have such a great voice and in your enthusiasm and all of that. So, I mean, it really is. You're a great coach. It's a good way of all these people. They really can't complain about not learning how to use their serger once you tell them what you've been doing. So I'm going to go ahead and let you take it over real quick. I am standing in front of my favorite serger on the market. This is the BERNINA L890 Quilters Edition. Absolutely love this serger. I think by far it blows any serger away on the market. It's phenomenal. There's just so many wonderful things about this. I love these onboard tools, which I don't think you can see right here, but maybe. I love the self-threading. I love how it has a path for every single thread, so they're not combined or twisting. It's got the video tutorials on here. I mean, anybody can use this serger. So, but this is the top of the line BERNINA serger. So it does everything. There's nothing it can't do. And today we're going to show you a serger that pretty much does everything this serger can do. Am I correct? Mm-hmm. Am I right? Pretty much?
It's kind of like the
Um,
little sister to that one. It's like
it's
the
the little
little sister. It's
sister.
looking up to that one. It's like, I want to be that one when I grow up, you know, because it
Yes.
does all the stuff. It's just, you know, that's the top of the line for the Bernina, and this right
Two
here is the
two
Bernette.
completely different not thread points, two completely different price points though, right? So I mean this
Yeah.
serger, the retail on this is I think around $8,000. So,
Mhm.
and we sell a lot of them. I mean, they're great. We have a serger club here that's hands-on. And this is our next serger club project that we're doing. It's how to do flying geese. And this was 100% made on the serger. So we do a lot of support for this serger with our club classes, and we provide the serger for you. So we National Serger Month, it's more like National Serger Year for us. I love
Oh,
your name,
I
Year
love
of the
it.
Serger,
I
because
love
that's
it.
what it is, right?
It is.
But we want to show you today, we want to talk about all the things that you're doing that's new, Sue. And then
Yeah.
also we have a special bundle with another serger that is fantastic. You're going to show the little sister, the Bernette. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get going. And thank you so much for coming on. Real quick, if any of y'all don't know who Sue O'Berry is, she's Sookie Sews. And she's very so good. I'm just telling you this. We've had her here. People are still requesting for you to come back. She's just fantastic. But we go back a long way. I'll
Yeah.
give you
Why
just
don't
a
we
little
tell them that?
history. We should tell
Okay.
you. We should tell you.
We
You
should.
tell them.
Okay.
You
So
had to put up with me.
I always like telling you because we've known each other since 2000, and you hired me to be I think originally I think you hired me to be a salesperson for your
At
store.
my store in Florida.
Yeah. And then I
Mhm.
eventually ended up, you know, being a manager and, you know, teaching classes. And I think I ended up teaching really quickly because you were like, I need you to teach this. And I'm like, I don't know how to teach people. And you're like, oh, well, you know, and you know, you already know how to do it. You just need to know how to do it to teach. And I'm like, but I don't know how to teach. And I remember you were the one who empowered me to teach, and that's where my true love was. It was teaching. And I'm going to tell you, you were one of my close friends. You were one of my mentors. You like helped me find my true love. So I am always eternally grateful to you for helping me find so many things that I love doing. So I love teaching. I
Well,
love
man,
searching. I love helping
you
people
you
find the
you were
things that,
yeah.
you know, like
You were just such a mad talent. I mean, when I met you, you had came from Busch Gardens. You were making the costumes there.
doing costumes. Yep.
And Busch Gardens is the big amusement park in Tampa
Yeah. Theme
Bay,
park.
and theme park, yeah. And they do shows, and so you made all the costumes and did the alterations for all of that. And I thought, wow, this girl, you know, she's really creative and she knows how to sew. But then we found out that you were very good with software and sergers. And I mean, just like it was just a really great match for us. I knew you wouldn't stay forever because I just knew you would end up doing something like this today. And I feel like right now, Sue, I think you're at your peak. It is awesome. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting spammed on here
Oh.
on the comment. So anyway, okay. It was a long comment. So what
Oh,
I have
wow.
to say. So anyway, but let's go ahead and get started, Miss Sue, and make sure everybody
Yes.
stays on so that you can win that $50 gift card and you can see the special pricing that we have for you today.
Well, today I wanted to tell everybody about a little bit about what the Year of the Serger is. I kind of wanted to explain how it came about and what inspired it. And I thought I would start with the Pocket Guide to Sergers, which is my latest book. I officially launched it I think you all were the first ones I talked to about it. I think I officially launched it on your show in September. I did like a teaser on here, but it is called the Pocket Guide to Sergers. I think you all have it on your website that people can order it. And it is just a handy little guide to kind of like from the basics on, and it's a pocket guide. So, you know, it's not going to tell you everything there is to know about sergers, but it is a really good reference for sergers. It's going to give you some information about threading, needles, and I'm not going to go into too much detail on it. But while I was writing this, I did I did over 100 one-on-one serger conversations with folks. I put the information out to my newsletter, and I thought I would start there and said, hey, I need you all to help me know what needs to go into this book, because writing a book is a lot of responsibility. I want to make sure I get the right information. I'm only given 64 pages, which for the record is I think I was only given 54 pages, and then I ended up adding 10 pages, which made the print smaller. But I'm given just so much so much real estate to put all the information. So I did one-on-one conversations with over 100 of my newsletter subscribers, and the conversations were fantastic. But a lot of the same topics came up over and over, and they kept reoccurring. A lot of shame, a lot of guilt, a lot of fear is associated with sergers. And I think that's okay, because I'm not going to say that all of our customers are ladies, but the majority of them are. And I've been selling and teaching folks how to use machines for the majority of my life. And I do remember a few of my customers that when I worked for you, 2 decades ago, I remember they'd come in and their mothers and their wives and you could just feel the pressure on their shoulders, and like, I have to do dinner and I have to this. And then, I got yelled at work today, and they're just, they're burdened with life. And then they got to figure out how to thread this machine. And you could just see the anxiety of everything on top of them. And then I was there to kind of like, hey, listen, leave all that at the door, put all that aside. The laundry's going to be there when you get home. Let's just focus right now, one thread at a time, because that's all it is. They're just loopers. They're just needles. It's just thread. We're not having to perform surgery on anybody. We're not having to, no one's got to consume, the outfit we make. It's just fabric and needles and thread. So it's going to be okay. And after going through these conversations with these women, it was just so great, so that I was able to really put what I needed to and what I wanted to in the book. But at the end of it, I had so much more than what could go into 64 pages that I decided to create the Year of the Serger, which is really an entire year of curriculum. And it's mostly on YouTube. So if folks are watching this and they're not already following me on YouTube, please go subscribe. It's really easy to follow me everywhere. It's Sookie Sews, SOOKIESEWS. And that's where it really started to launch. And then Instagram became really fun, and it has exploded. So Instagram's the same thing, Sookie Sews. And the idea for the Year of the Serger is that it's step-by-step training. But I want to really stress this, because you can Google how to thread a serger and you're going to find a ton of videos. But I've been doing this for a very, very long time. I'm not just like, oh, I got a serger and I'm going to show you how to use it. No, I have been trained by the best. I have worked for manufacturers. I have worked for the garment industry. Yes, I worked for Veronica 25 years ago, and I've known her a long time, and she's taught me a lot. But I've also worked for manufacturers, multiple manufacturers. I worked for, I worked for Harley Davidson for a long time, designing garments. I worked for Busch Gardens, designing costumes. So I've worked in the industry, and I have been trained by some amazing people. So when I say that I am teaching you the right way to do things, I hope that that resonates through. And so when I'm training, I'm giving you quality training. I'm teaching you the right way to do things. It's not just, hey, here's what to do. This is how you do it. So I hope that that comes through. And then the other thing too is that I want it to be not just one-sided. Here's what you do. And then if you need help, I'm there on the other side too. I am on the other side with, I've got places where you can write me questions on social media, but I have an email address, and I run my business myself. This is how I pay my bills. This is how I feed my kid. I'm a single mom, and this is what I do. So yes, I sell patterns and I sell video courses, but I'm also here as an educator to help you. So if you write me an email, I may not get to it today, but I promise I will get back to you. And it won't just be some automated, or an assistant answering it. It will actually be me writing to you, answering the question, answering your question to the best of my ability. But hopefully I'll be able to guide you to the Year of the Serger videos to answer it. So that's the other thing. So I'll get how a lot of people will say, oh, hey, Sue, or, Sookie, you can call me either, but they're like, hey, Sookie, how do you do this? I'll say, great question. You can watch this video from here to here, and you can find the answer in there. But stay tuned, because it's the Year of the Serger. I have committed my life to 2025 to focusing exclusively on this content. So we're doing that.
Sue, I wanted to tell you, this is really cool. One of our customers, Chris Ann, said she's loving her Year of the Serger.
Wonderful.
I am enjoying the Year of the Serger. It is very helpful. She owns the L890. So I really recommend, I mean, this is not just for, this is for every serger out there. Every brand, any serger, the Year of the Serger is going to really help you. Yes.
Because you sell more than one brand too, right?
Yes. We sell Janome, Brother, Baby Lock, Bernina. Yeah, we sell a lot of sergers. We sell Juki now. We just became a Juki dealer again. And yeah, so, but again, 99% of the time, it's because the reason why the serger is not working, 99% of the time, I want to say, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, it's because you don't know how to use it.
Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, that's like
you don't know how to thread it properly or whatever it is. I mean, this is all the stuff that's great.
It's usually a quick answer to figure out how to solve the problem. So I have the Bernette B68 right over here, and I got to tell you, this is a great machine. I also have the Bernina L890 that I personally own. And I also have, and you can't see it, it's on the other side of my room, that is the Bernina L460. And that's primarily the machine I've been using in my videos, are those two machines. But this is the one, you all just sent this to me, and I gotta tell you, this is a nice machine. It's a really nice machine. And like I said, it's like the little sister to the L890 because it does everything. It does not have a built-in video screen that has all the videos, and it's minus a few things, but let me show you all the things it does have. It's got your little thread catcher right here that's built in. I am crazy that I love that it has a built-in knee lift. In fact, I just did a little video on Instagram that I really hope if are looking for a new serger and you're like, oh, what should I get? If you are looking for a new serger, please add this to your wish list. A knee lift. What this does is it goes in, and I think if I don't want to move my camera too much because I don't want to make anyone dizzy, but this goes right here. I remember the first time I saw a knee lift, my head exploded. I thought this was the coolest thing ever. So it goes right here into the machine, and I'm just gonna pretend like I'm pushing it with my knee. But what it does is it actually lifts the presser foot. So you would do it with your knee, and right here is your presser foot lever that you would have to come over here and lift up, which I feel like, that's fine. That's where it's at. But I don't think I would ever touch this. I think I would use this to lift my foot up and down to put my material underneath. So I love that. I'm just going to move this out of the way though. I also got to say, this serger has built-in threading. Veronica, did you know that? It has air threading. I don't know what they call it because I don't know the fancy terminology, but it's got jet air threading, and it is fast too. It's really fast. I did it this morning and I was totally impressed. It's all like right here. Let's see if I can bring this a little closer. I just don't want to make anybody sick by moving the camera around too much. And I am going to put my knee lift back in. Pull my threads here because I do want to show you. I want to show you at least one of these. I'm not sure it's going to completely convey through the video as nicely. But I will have videos up to show later. But right here, there's a little slider. And if it's this way, there's nothing engaged, but if I go this way and I turn my hand wheel, if you watch right here, I don't know if you can hear that, but it made like a little click sound. And now I take my thread and I put it into this little hole. And then there's a button right here. Now I'm going to press it so you can hear. And then it shot the thread over here. And just like that, the machine is threaded. So I have to say, if someone is in the market for a new serger, and here you can bring the camera back up on my face now, Tony. If someone is in the market for a new serger, there are two things that people struggle with. And the number one thing is threading the loopers. That's right, Veronica? That's the number one thing people struggle with. It's the threading the loopers. Because
especially the lower looper.
It's the lower looper. It's just
that dreaded lower looper.
And it's just that I think that's where people get a little nervous and scared. Somebody recently told me, and it's one of our good mutual friends. I had dinner with two of our good friends, Miss Chris and Mary Catherine. I recently had dinner with them. And
they worked for me too.
I did. We all met through you.
Yeah.
But Mary Catherine made a really good comment. She's like, when she first saw a microwave, she was like, kind of like, oh, she said, I remember that feeling. And she's like, that's kind of what people think when they see sergers, like, oh, because like we're not used to it. We weren't raised with a serger. We were raised with a sewing machine. It sews straight, one thread, one bobbin. I got this. But then you throw this serger at me, you're like, so if we can solve some of the problems with automatic air threading, okay. I got to tell you another here. Go back to the camera, Tony. I got to tell you another thing that I feel kind of silly. I didn't realize this until I was playing with the machine, but this extension table is amazing, which is, I'm going to pull the camera out just a little. This extension table, I think it's bigger. It might be bigger than the extension table on the L890. This, I love it though. It is beautiful. But I got to tell you, when I was putting this together, I was a little disappointed that there wasn't a free arm. So I was like, oh, that's too bad. But then I realized there was. So, and a free arm is just very simply so that, let's say you needed to hem a pair of pants or a cuff, or maybe the neckline of a baby's, it's like a neckline. I realized it after I was putting it together. I was like, oh no, you can do that. It does have it. So I wanted to show that to you all. It does have it. And I was impressed. So really nice machine.
Yeah, I was really impressed the fact that it had that free arm as well on there. And so that serger actually is a 2, 3, 4, 5 thread serge.
Yep.
With a cover stitch.
Yep.
And does it have a chain stitch?
It does. Yes. And I haven't.
Has a chain stitch. Because that's what we did on this. That's what we did on this. That's how she quilted it. She quilted it with a chain stitch, which is really cool.
You can do all the same stitches. Oh, and you know what? I got to tell you, this is something too. Again, I feel like it's like anything, like I just got a new car. First car I've bought in 17 years. Okay. So I'm not a big car person, like I drove that thing until it ran into the ground, basically. I spend all my money on my sewing machines, but but I will say this, like when I was looking for new cars, I was like, okay, what can I afford? What do I want? I went in there. I'm like, I want one of those things where I can back into a spot. And I want a camera. And so I think it's the same thing with a sewing machine. Like, okay, yes, I would love this $8,000 serger, but what can I get where it has this and this and this? So I'm saying this because there might be somebody watching this who's going, I would love this serger, but can this one do this and this and this? And I feel like this came with this card here. And basically everything that's on this card is kind of like on the L890 that you have in front of you. This is all like the built-in, like what's on the computer part. So yes, it can do all these great stitches. I think what's really cool too is all my attachments that I have for my L890, not presser feet. I want to be really clear about that. Presser feet are different than attachments, but all of the attachments so that you can do like bias, like the binding and the belt loop bindings and things like that, the attachments do work for this machine. All of the ones that are for like the cover stitch. So I wanted to make sure that everybody knew that. So like for the extension tape, for like when you're doing cover stitch and like the extension table, these little holes right here.
That's great.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that. I'm learning from you today already.
Yay. Now I haven't experimented with it, but over the next like month or so, I'm going to be playing with it and I'll be doing like videos and stuff. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yeah.
Stay tuned.
And I think too, one of the things I was very surprised when I was sewing on the 68, that's the B68?
B68, yeah.
B6, yeah. When I was searching on that, I was surprised because usually, you know, when you go from the Bernina and you go to any other serger, it's, you know, it's clankety clank, you know, it's not as smooth.
Smooth. Yeah.
That serger's smooth.
I was surprised too.
Weren't you?
I was. I'm not gonna lie.
I was like, I keep trying to find bad things about this thing, and it's pretty good.
I think maybe so. I think they did a good job. I'm not gonna lie.
They really did. Yeah, I think they did. Sure.
I think they knew. Anyway. I think they paid attention, and you know, I'm proud of it. I'm really glad.
The price point is
I don't know what the price is though.
Right
like I know
because Bernina is Bernina's celebrating National Serger Month, and we are too here at the store. All of our sergers are on sale. So if anybody's interested in getting a serger, this would be a good time. But also the B60 is 68 is, let's go ahead and put it up there. It's quite shocking.
Oh, $14.99? Oh wow. Yeah. Okay.
So really it's normally $26.79.
Okay.
And we have it on sale for $14.99. And in addition to that, I wanted to include 2 of your patterns that also include your video tutorials.
Yes.
Because the video tutorials that come with your patterns teach you so much. And so I really felt like, because this is a serger that we sell online, we sell them in the store as well. But, you know, if somebody's, you know, I mean, we do lots of classes and hands-on classes, but there's a lot of places and pockets around the United States that they don't have a store like this.
So true.
So to be able to get you on those video tutorials to make those 2 projects, that real cute, it's a shoe bag, really cute drawstring shoe bag. And then also it's like a crazy
tray liner. Yeah, I can show those to you as well. Here.
Tray liner, really cute. But more importantly, just like that Bloom and Grow quilt that everybody was making, you know, when they got this serger, they learned so much from making it. And that's what my goal is with these 2 patterns that I'm including with the purchase of this serger. If you buy this on Thumbs Up Thursday, for the next week, you'll get these 2 patterns. And actually, I may even continue to just give them, because I really think it's important to get some support. And I think that between that and your year of the serger, that is going to really up people's game, their serger game, for sure.
I think people need to see it visually too, you know, because it'll help. And they learn, there's so much. Like, this was my best, like, I mean, you know, like, I always want a good selling pattern because, you know, mama got to pay the bills, but that's not about that. It's about like, hey, great. You know, I sold it, but did anybody make it? Yes. This was the #1, like, pictures that people sent in last year was this project.
Great.
Yes. And so that made me very happy, but it's simple. It's easy. You can use scraps up. But it's also great. Like, if you do have a great fabric shop, not everybody has an authorized vac and sew near them, you know, like, I love your store, but you're on the other side of the country from me. But, you know, this is a great way to use up scraps, but you use a flat lock stitch. This serger over here is going to do a bang up job with that. And then I have another little pretty decorative stitch they can use. Again, that serger is going to do great with that, but it's easy and fast, and it's very empowering. One of the students, I wanted to tell you all this today when I showed this, one of my students, she finished this and she was like, I loved it so much. She turned it into a quilt. She made like a full king size quilt out of this block. So like once you, like you said, once you learn the technique, you do whatever you want with it. And then the shoe bag is a whatever bag. You can use it to do whatever you want with it. And then I do show in the video tutorial on how to add embroidery too. So if one of your customers also has an embroidery machine, they get like a bonus video on how to do embroidery. But they're going to learn how to work with vinyl, and they're going to learn how to create a casing and completely enclosed. I mean, there's all kinds of really great tips on how to use the serger with that project.
So when they get when they get their patterns,
yeah.
And again, you don't have to, buy the serger to get the patterns. You can get your how do we sell your do we sell her patterns on our website? Oh, okay. You can buy these patterns if you want to. They happen to be coming for free on this.
Yeah.
And they're on sale too right now, aren't they? Because we're doing the Thumbs Up Thursday, all of Sookie's stuff.
I believe they're $18.99.
$18.99 for the patterns, which is discounted, correct?
And it comes with the video course too.
And so, yes. Okay, so when you get the pattern, you get the video course.
Mm-hmm.
How do I obtain the video course? Because that's something that, like, I think people are thinking. Like,
yeah, how do I do it? You just create an account, and then it's right through the website, and it's kind of step by step.
You create an account on your website?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and then it's step by step.
Yep. And I can't remember how many. I think this one is one of my newer ones. So there's actually, I think there's 9 sections, like modules. And I think there's like 5 modules, and there's a bunch of bonus modules. So yeah, and then they just watch it. Yeah, this one was a really good one.
So you could just push,
press play,
and stop, go to the next thing. It's like having you there.
And then there's also
awesome.
Yeah. And what's
That's
nice too
awesome.
is once you if you get the physical, like I think, well, I can't remember, but either way, I'm on the other line there to help out if anybody gets stuck or has questions.
And then how do I join your Year of the Serger? How do I do that?
I sent Tony a link to sign up for the Serger Loop. My Serger Loop is my weekly newsletter, 100% dedicated to sergers. That's every Wednesday. Every Wednesday it goes out.
Every Wednesday. And how much is it?
It's free. It's my weekly. I kind of look at it like it's like your weekly reminder that your serger's over there thinking about you.
Wow, that's very cool.
So I try to include.
You guys get signed up for that. There's probably a wealth of information, and for free. My goodness.
And
you can get a $2,800 serger for $1,500 today with 2 patterns from Sue.
Yes.
You can join the Year of the Serger, get that weekly newsletter. And then also, I think you're doing private coaching. Am I correct?
I am. Yes.
Okay. So how would I sign up for that?
So I didn't send you all a link, but I can. It's pretty easy. If you go to my website, it's right on the homepage too. It's Serger coaching. And it's one-on-one coaching
for about an hour.
Honestly, can I tell you, we started it off at a half hour, and the truth, 15 minutes seems to be the sweet spot. After 15 minutes, we solve the problem.
So you get your questions answered on that.
Yeah, we get
getting the questions answered.
Yeah. So yesterday I had 4. We did 4 serger coaching sessions, and 15, 20 minutes seems to take care of the problem. And then they're excited. They're like, okay, all right, well, can I schedule another one? I'm like, yep, but go do your homework. And then like message me, and then we'll schedule another one. And they're fun. Like I'm excited when I'm done. I'm like, okay, what else? All right, who wants to learn something else? It's
because
fun.
you truly do know 99% of the questions. I mean, I'm going to say maybe 1% it could throw you a curveball because we don't know everything, right?
No, and if I don't know them, I'm like, I know somebody who will know this. So give me a day.
Yes. And see, with all of your experience, being able to get you as a coach is very cool too. I love that. So, and that newsletter for free subscription, and then, getting buying your patterns.
Yeah.
Buying your patterns, they're getting you too, because they're getting the video tutorials on them. You're not
And I
having
can't
to,
say
and
that
I like that. I don't like to have to read, and I like someone to show me. And that's
I'm the
why
same
in the
way.
store, that's why in this store we do so much hands-on, because I want to be shown. I don't want to read. Don't tell me to read the pattern. Don't tell me. Show me. And
Show me.
so this is great. I love it. Yeah.
And
And you have how many different patterns do you have, or do you with the video tutorials?
I think there's, that's a good question. I want to say 15, and
Wow.
I put a pause on it, to be honest, because I'm working on some other things that are, well, the year of the Serger has taken a lot of my energy, and the Serger
Yeah.
coaching, but I'm working on some really big things right now.
But
behind
even
the scenes.
15, that's a lot.
It's a
Yeah.
lot.
I mean, I
And
would get started with the 15 patterns.
there's so much detail in them. I
Yes.
will say.
Well,
And I'm
there's
a big
nothing about you
education
that's not
person.
detail.
There's so
You
much
are
detail.
very detailed.
I'm very detailed.
Extremely detailed. Yeah. So don't throw you a curveball because you'll freak out.
And I will say a thing about the coaching. I had someone going back and forth with emails, and I was like, I said, there's so much here to consume. I'm like, I really feel like I think you're ready for a coaching session, because the truth is, like, I recently paid someone for a one-on-one coaching session myself. And it was a lot more than what I charge. I mean, I paid $300 for an hour of this woman's time. But you know what? I got my question answered. I was able to continue with my business. I was able to move forward. You know what I mean? Like, I would have spent probably 2 or 3 days trying to figure out what it was. And I'm like, I just did it. I paid for the coaching. I got my problem solved. And I feel like that's something that we don't, as women, as business owners, as moms, or whatever it is, sometimes we just need to just treat ourselves. Like, you know what? Just pay the money, just treat yourself. And then you can go on to the next thing. It's like, why are you going to hold up like production? Like, okay, solve the problem, move forward. Now you can go on to the next thing. So I think that's what's happened with all my coaching sessions, is they're just like, oh my goodness, I wish I would have just, done this 2 weeks before. Yeah. They've all been really great. Everyone's been really happy.
When you make an investment in a serger, whether it be this one or a $200 one, we sell lots of brother sergers. What do they call it? Which one is that?
Airflow 3000.
Airflow 3000. We sell a lot of those. We also sell a lot of the even the smaller ones, which is, what's that 1034D? That thing flies out of here. But we're telling you to check out this 68 and get, or even if you own one of those other sergers, check out the patterns with the video tutorials. I mean, get yourself some and really change your game with serging.
Oh,
Serging's so much fun, and Sue, you inspire people too. So I think that's the part of it.
I love when people are like, oh, sergers are just for finishing edges. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to debate you on that one. Like and like our mutual friend, Chris, I tell you, she makes like entire things.
Oh, she's amazing.
She's the serger queen. Like she spins circles. So that she's one of my, I don't know, let me find out. And I'll go ask Chris, so it's good to have a circle of friends that But I'm like, one of the projects here, I'll grab it real quick. Currently we have 2 Year of the Serger projects that are free. These are free PDFs that you can download, watch the video for free on YouTube. They're simple, beginner friendly projects. One of them is just a little gift card holder, nothing fancy, but let me tell you, I have had hundreds of folks finish these, send me pictures of them. You put a gift card in there. It's completely finished, no raw edges, takes a 4-thread serger. Empowering though. The responses, Veronica, are the serger sat there for 10 years, never used it for one thing. And now I made this. You know what? That's what the Year of the Serger is all about. And then the other project, and because not all sergers have little thread catchers. I have to say all of mine do, but not until my Bernette and my Berninas did mine. So we have a little thread catcher. This is a free project that is available through the Year of the Serger. And
super cute.
Hey, and then think about it. Like sometimes I tell people, like, you're not just making a thread catcher. You're learning how to box corners. You're learning how to finish seams. You're learning, take away this part here. You have a little basket. You know, like you can think outside.
You could use that for your, you could use it for your sewing machine even.
You could use this for, exactly, put this on your
Yeah.
ironing board, put it for your sewing machine.
Your ironing board to hold your starch and all that stuff. Yeah, cute.
So once you learn, and you're learning techniques. So when people say like, oh, you just finished edges. So no, you can make an entire project. And I got to tell you, this little B68, it's fast. I didn't look yet to see what the speed is, but I'm going to guess that it's at least 12 or 1,300 stitches a minute, at least.
13. You guessed right. 1,300 stitches a minute. Yes.
All right. Yeah. I don't know what I win, but that's like the jelly beans at a party. You give me a machine.
Yeah.
I can hear the stitches.
People are, I'm excited. People are going to have a lot more support out there that are, maybe purchasing them online, or again, doesn't have a store that does, all the hands-on classes and all that, and has you there, has you at our store and stuff. So I think this is such a great direction, and I'm really glad that you're doing it. I'm grateful for that. Yeah. And I bet all the dealers are talking about it. Like, yes,
Good, I hope
support for their customers. Yep. That's wonderful.
So. Because, you're right, not everybody has an authorized vac and sew. I mean, it's, and if people haven't been to your store, I mean, because, most of you people are watching, I think maybe they have been, or maybe some of my fans are watching you all, but I mean, it is a beautiful store. I've been several times. It is. Yeah. It's fun. You walk in and you're like, oh, I want to make that, and I want to buy that.
It's really fun. We
usually have to negotiate my pay. I have to say, okay, well, I want to take this. I want to take this and this. So can you take that off of
The main thing too is our team is so good. We have a really great team, and I'm really proud of all of them. I just think every one of them has their own strengths, and we've really been working on capitalizing on those. So yeah, and I mean, like Susie, for instance, Susie teaches our Serger Club.
Beautiful.
And isn't that just beautiful? They're going to make that in the Serger Club.
That's gorgeous.
And we provide the serger for you. You can make a whole quilt, and it's so much faster. Look, and this is even reversible. If you didn't want that on the front, you've got this on the back.
Look at that.
That you could use. Yeah.
That is
so, I mean, just really fun. But that's the kind of things that inspires you to get out your serger and do something really cool for yourself or somebody else. And I've always said my serger has been a therapy tool.
Yeah.
Because I like to make rolled hem napkins. And with rolled hem napkins, it's just kind of brainless, and you're just
we need brainless
really pretty napkins on the edge. Yes. And so I did that one year for Christmas. I made everybody rolled hem cloth napkins. Of course I put a bottle of wine in there and some of my spaghetti sauce and stuff like that I had made, but it was gratifying. It was totally gratifying. Yeah. You look at fabric in a whole new way too. So
you do.
Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, listen, got anything else to say? Because you got a lot to say on your year of the serger.
I think I've said everything. I think it's time to put some action in behind all this. I think people need to do it. Let's make
do it.
Use that serger.
Get off the TV, get off the whatevers, and get in there and use your serger. It's a great tool. Absolutely. So. And for a long time, we did not have these in our industry. I can tell you a real quick story. The first time my dad ever got a serger in his store, and he had 3 stores in Florida at the time. And back then, this is what they do. My dad did a lot of service calls. He fixed commercial machines. So he would go on a service call, and he said, there's a new machine sitting here. He said, if someone comes in to ask for it, here's the price. I'm like, okay. So he leaves. Of course, first thing, one of the home ec teachers, because he sold a lot of machines to the school system in Pinellas County. One of his home ec teachers came in, and she went like this.
Look. What is
that? Like, oh my gosh, there's a serger. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm scared to tell you. Do you know that her and I sat down and we threaded that serger together?
Well, you're fearless.
She bought it.
So
And she bought it. No, she knew more than I did. But I learned a lot from her, and she bought it. And when my dad came back from the and now imagine there's no numbers on tension dials. All the tension dials are do this, do that. So we
Yeah.
had to kind of adjust that. You had to thread it yourself, and that was quite the trick. But I sold it. It was gone when my dad got back to the store. He goes, "You did?" He goes, "That's the only one I got." I go, "Well, I sold it."
Now you got to get a new one. Okay, well,
after that, people were so excited that they could make their clothing like garment industry standard. You know what I mean? With
so true.
clean. Yeah. So
I will
anyway,
tell
and that's
you, my first serger, and you know this story because you were my second serger, but my first serger, I was 14 or 15 years old, and my dad said, "This is the next thing," because his mom was a fashion designer in New York, and so
I didn't
he
know
was the
that.
one that he was the one that got me into sewing, and he says, "Okay, your next step is to get a serger," and so I remember driving. We lived in Brooksville, which is about an hour north of the big city, Tampa.
Mhm.
We drive to Tampa. We buy whatever. It was a 3-thread singer. We buy this little 3-thread singer. I don't know what he paid for it. The guy barely gave me any instruction, no manual. We go back home. It was definitely used. It was I think it was like an early 80s model. And this would have been, I don't know, 90. So we go back and I'm looking at it, and I was fascinated that the blade was going, I didn't understand that the blade was going up and down. I took it all apart. And then I go out to my dad and I'm like, "I think I broke it." And he was like, "Okay, get it. Let's go back down to Tampa." The guy put it back together for me. And I think that's when I was like, I fell in love. I was like, okay, I want to know how to put this thing together. I want to understand it. I became obsessed with it. And it wasn't until I met you, I don't know, what would that have been? 1991 maybe. So, 10 years later after I
had self-threading sergers at the time.
So yeah, I mean, in 2000 when I met you, and that's when I, discovered new fancy sergers, and but it was until then I had that 3-thread singer.
And those are the things that make you appreciate that they've put the self-threading on there, or just all the little details that they've done on these sergers today.
Amazing.
Have just really made them just as much fun as our sewing machine. So So anyway, so real quick, do we have up on here how they can go to your website? We have up on there, they can click a link to go to your website, get signed up for Year of the Serger, and then also check out, you'll go to our website to check out our patterns, because we have all of those on there, correct?
Yes.
And then we'll also, and then what else were we covering here? Oh, the deal, the machine. We have you can click on the link and at the bottom here, and you will be able to purchase today through next Thursday, the B68 serger by Bernette, and for $1,499, $1,499. Looks like you've got some 0% interest up there up to 18 months. That's only $85 a month. That's pretty inexpensive to be able to get a serger. Wow. And then you also get the 2 free serger patterns. So, but if you already own a serger and you're happy with your serger, make sure you check out the patterns that Susan has done and get it signed up for her Year of the Serger. I also saw that Chris Ann also had posted on here that you're very inspiring. And I think that's a great description of you. Yeah, very inspiring. And we all need to be inspired today.
Thank you. I have people that inspire me. I have mentors. I have folks in different industries that I look up to. I think we need that. I keep saying, like, as women, but whatever. I mean, for whatever reason,
everybody,
I think humans need inspiration, because it's life. And so if I can inspire one person every so often, then good. Then I have left legacy. That's all I want to do. So good.
Yeah, definitely. I love that. Awesome. Okay. So are we ready for our drawing?
Yes.
We're going to give away a $50 gift card to Authorized Vacuum Sew.
Yay.
So Susan, we were discussing what the word was today, and I forgot it. Can you tell them?
I think it was the word, so my business name is Sookie Sews, but I think my logo is a bee. I use bees everywhere. I think we were going to do bee, B-E-E.
And there's a question real quick.
Oh, we have a question
Oh, we have questions. Oh, yeah.
beforehand,
Oh,
but you can start
okay.
typing in your B.
That's
Does
a
the year of
really
the serger go longer than 1 year, and can you see back program?
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing about the year of the serger. So really, it's yeah, it's going to go on forever. So if you're just finding this, let's say you watch this video in 2028, it is still the year of the serger. The year of the serger. I mean, hey, I think it's just a good, cute name. But if you're just discovering it now, you can start watching the videos, and it could be your year of the serger. And so yes, you can watch it now. You can watch it 10 years from now.
Great question, Debbie.
Yeah.
I see they're starting to type in B now.
Yay.
Judy Horton and Dina. Yeah, while they're typing it in.
Questions were I couldn't.
Speaking of
Here they are.
mentor.
Here I see them now. Okay.
Oh, can you see them now?
I do. Yeah,
Fantastic.
I didn't
Thank
click
you,
on the
she
right
said.
thing. I see everybody now. Hi. I see a lot of names I recognize.
Isn't that funny?
I know.
Yeah. And please share this, girls and guys, if you would, on your Facebook page, because again, that's how they'll learn information about this year of the serger, and of course, the great deal that we have on the price on that B68, and also about her patterns. You know, there's lots of people out there that have sergers. I've met many of you, and a lot of you have told me that your serger is in the closet.
Yeah,
So,
I see Linda Berg.
Yeah.
Great
Linda Berg. Hi,
Linda Berg. One of the last in the past names.
Yeah. I tell ya.
Veronica, talk about inspiring. Veronica inspired a amazing community. She inspired a lot.
Oh, in Tampa?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
and now
they got the best. They got the best of me out here, though, because I'm happily married now.
I think so.
Yeah. That's when I was single and crazy.
I've gotten to see both versions, you know?
Yeah.
I love that.
Now I'm happily married.
I'd love that.
Yeah. Yeah. That can make all the difference in the world, not being single for 19 years. So raising 2 kids, that was hard.
You are a
Sue, you got into that a little bit too. Sue helped me do a birthday party for Jessica with 8 girls at the top of top of a hotel. Yeah, we had 8 girls spend the night, and they did a big old scavenger hunt, and we watched them running around taking straws out of people's drinks. And
to be young and not care.
we had fun, and Jessica will never forget it. By the way, I'm supposed to give a shout out to Jessica. I told her I would. Jessica, because she says, "Oh, you have Sue on?" She goes, "I'm going to watch that one." I go, "Okay, I'll give you a shout out if you do."
So. She's amazing. Yeah. You raised an amazing. Both your children are amazing.
I know. I love them. Love them.
I am a super fan of Jessica's.
Okay, so how do we do? How many do we have entered? Got 41? Is that enough?
We have 41. I think there were some viewers that typed in B in all caps. It must be entered just like this: uppercase B and then lowercase EE. So we'll give it about maybe 10 seconds or so.
Fix it.
If you did it wrong, do it again.
Retype. JD and Elliott. You can't put emoji. You got to put capital B E E.
That's cute though.
Yeah, it was really cute.
It's so funny. I got an email.
I don't even know if it's a B. I don't know what it is.
Oh yeah. There you go.
It's a Facebook B.
Oh, it's a Facebook B.
Will end up winning now.
Okay. Yes. Make sure you fix your B's. We're going to do 30 more seconds and ready to go.
I got an email today from one of my customers saying that there's B stuff at the dollar store. I just love how people send me things. Like when they see B things, they think of me. And I think that's the cutest thing. I had somebody last week who I literally just met through Instagram, and they're like, "I just saw this thing, Sookie, and I thought of you. Can I send it to you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll give you my address." So I sent her my address, and she sent me a little bee thing. I got it.
That's really cool. I love that.
This is sweet.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to
All
go
right.
ahead and do the drawing. Let's go.
Winner, winner. This is so cool. I love this. It's very clever.
Karen
Yay!
Pipkin, you are the winner of the
Congratulations.
$50 gift card.
All right, Karen.
Fantastic. And Karen, you can also use this on our website as well too. So when you call the store to collect your gift card, just give us a call and we will talk you through how you can do this on our website, or you can pick it up in the store and use it in the store. I'll tell you one more parting gift, and it is a gift. Our website is really nice now. We have switched over to Shopify, and it has made big difference. It's so much faster. There's so many more things we can do with it. It looks better. I know that y'all are excited because you can register for your classes and your events much easier. So really excited.
So
Check it out. Yeah, for sure. And also make sure you go over to check out Sookie's website as well too. So she's got cute projects on there and things you can buy and all that kind of stuff. So okay, I see. Oh, Chris Ann says it is amazing. Love the new website. Thank you. Love the new website. Do you hear that, Tony? Yay!
I do, and I definitely love the new website as well, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. So
I told
all
Tony
right,
a few weeks ago, it's like having a child. It's like putting up a new website. It's a lot of work. So you all did a good job.
Not me. I do the floor. They do that stuff back there. That's Ralph and Tony.
Yeah, now that this new website's launched, the child has grown up.
Yes. It has, definitely. All right. Well, you guys have a beautiful day. I'm heading off to Sacramento with my girlfriend, Mandy. We are going to go on to Calistoga, which I've never been to Calistoga. I'm excited about that. We're going for a bachelorette party. Mandy and I are going to do our own thing, but her daughter is getting married next month, so she's having her bachelorette party. So we're going to go there. And apparently the girls want us there because they said that we are the party.
Well, you are. I'd go party with you.
You have. Anyway, I'm going to have a good time this weekend. Speaking of mentors, like I said, it's so important to have people in your life that are positive, that really, you trust and that, want to support you. And, that's what this girls' weekend is about, because it's important to get off with your girlfriends and take time with them. And we might even do a little bit of sewing. You never know. So she has all the best equipment too.
That's good.
So anyway, congratulations, Karen Pipkin. I know you're excited, and y'all enjoy this beautiful weather we have out here today. I don't know what it's like in Florida right now, Sue, but
beautiful.
It's gorgeous here. Gorgeous.
It's been really pretty here. I think it's like 75. It has been gorgeous here too. It's been really I don't know what we did to deserve it. It's usually hot as heck, but it's been really nice. I'm enjoying it.
Okay. Very cool.
Thank you so much for having me on, Veronica. I love you.
Well, we need to get you back. We need to get you back at the store soon. Okay.
2026.
So I'll talk to Sarah about that.
Yeah.
2026. Okay. Bye, everyone.